This video is for anyone who has a guy in their life who has stepped out with no return date in sight. Maybe it's a romantic relationship, a friend, or even a relative. This guy isn't speaking to you or has put enough distance between the two of you to make it clear that he doesn't want to take on a close role in your life. That hurts, especially if you two were tight for a long time. Maybe there was a catalyst event that created the distance, or maybe you aren't sure what happened. No matter the case, let's look at these 10 signs he will never come back to see if any resonate with your situation. Number 1, he's stubborn in all aspects of life. You know this guy, and you know that he is hard-headed, stubborn, and every other synonym of the word. When he makes a decision, he will stick to his guns and say that he's right until the death of him, even if he realizes otherwise down the line. This kind of personality is hard to reason with because pride is at the forefront of his decisions. If he tells you he's done with you or leaving and never coming back, he may stick to those guns, even if it kills him on the inside, because otherwise he would be saying he was wrong. It will take a lot of self-reflection for a guy like this to come around. I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to things I care about too, and one of them is asking for your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the channel. Thanks a billion. Number 2, you crossed a serious boundary. If there was a moment that started this whole debacle with this guy, you may be guilty of poking him where it hurts or pouring salt on a wound. Did you ignore any boundaries that he clearly stated within the relationship or friendship? Once I knew a guy who took any insult, no matter how small, very personally. I don't try to insult people in general, but at the time I had no problem calling someone a jerk if I thought they were being a jerk. I thought this guy was being a jerk at the moment and called him that, plus one other word I won't say here. He told me not to call him those things, reiterating his boundary, but I ignored him and repeated my insult. I was heated, although that is not an excuse, and he walked away and cut ties with me. Looking back on it, I do wish I had respected that line and apologized instead of repeating what I had said. But we can all learn from our mistakes, right? If you're looking to improve for your future relationships too, check out another video we have called How to Have a Perfect Relationship. Number 3, he has blocked you and your connections on all platforms. You were the first person he blocked and unfollowed on his phone, Instagram, Facebook, and any other platform he had followed you on. Then he went the extra mile to do the same for all of your people, your best friends, your family, any connection that can tell you what he's posting and vice versa. It seems extreme because it is. He is making it loud and clear that he not only wants nothing to do with you, but that he doesn't even want to hear what you're up to as he moves on with his own life. My toxic ex and I would break up and get back together various times. No surprise there. But the final time is when he pulled this move. After this, he did not speak to me or respond to my inquiries at all, and it's been years since. It was the final move to say adios. Number 4, he has moved or is untraceable. Another clear sign that someone isn't willing to return to your life is when they move geographically or become untraceable. This guy is going to extremes to distance himself from you. This is a large-scale decision that is based solely on the fact that he wants to get away from you and your relationship. It might just be for his well-being or healing, but it is understandably hard to accept if you were hoping he would return. Number 5, your issues were because of another relationship he has. There are a few outside relationships that could cut off your communication with this guy. If you were really close to him, either platonically or romantically, and he started dating someone new, this could quickly cut off any ties you two had. One of my friends had a best guy friend for many years, but he soon started dating a girl who was pretty jealous and did not like them hanging out. Over time, he slowly started hanging out with my friend less and less as he got more serious with his girlfriend. Eventually, their relationship was cut at the roots altogether. It was pretty sad, but this happens more often than not. Insecurities and jealousy will do that in a relationship. Another example is if this guy has tight-knit relationships with family, like with his mom, that get in the way of his romantic relationships. This could very well cause issues between the two of you and initiate a breakup. One of my close friends was dating a guy who did not want to move out of his mother's house. No lie. And that's why they broke up. Pathetic, sad, and true. In these cases, it's unlikely that he will sever ties with someone so close to him like his own mother to come back to you. Number 6. He has easily cut people out of his life before. You probably know this guy pretty well. Have there been instances of other people in his life that he has exiled and cut out completely? If so, you may have just been added to the list, and there's not much that you can do if you know he's steadfast in those decisions. Have you ever cut someone out of your life? That takes guts. Let me know about it in the comments. Number 7. You broke a rule that he set at the beginning of the relationship. Everyone has deal breakers in a relationship, and everyone should. If this guy set a deal breaker early on and you broke it down the line, that's on you. Some deal breakers may be cheating, lying, or crossing some sort of personal boundary. He told you what he would accept and what he wouldn't, loud and clear, and it was up to you to decide whether to listen or not. Number 8. His friends or family tell you to leave him alone. If you reach this point, you have gone too far in trying to reconnect with this guy. He has now enlisted the help of his close friends and family to make sure you do not keep trying to reconnect. Either he told them himself, or they saw your attempts and they know his decision is final no matter what. Number 9. They don't reach out on a date that is important to you. If there's a chance that this guy will return to your life as a friend or more, he's got to show some signs that he's interested in doing so. One of the biggest signals is when he reaches out on a date that is important to you. This may be your birthday, a special holiday, or the anniversary of something really personal, like the death of a close family member. These milestone dates and events are near and dear to your heart. By acknowledging them, this guy shows he's still around, even if it's on the sidelines. On the other hand, if all you hear is crickets, he has either ignored the important day or forgotten about it and you entirely. Number 10. They discard your personal belongings or gifts. When a guy is truly done with your relationship, he will want to get rid of all signs and memories related to it. This is why he will throw away anything you've given him, from gifts to things you may have left at his home or in his car. He may publicize this cleanup, or when you ask about an item, he may tell you that he no longer has it. This also means he no longer has an interest in keeping in touch. Hoping that someone comes back into your life can be draining and emotional. It's hard to accept, but life sometimes throws us curveballs. We can still end up reaching our destiny without the people we originally thought would be there. You will always meet new people along the way, and I'm sure they will help you get where you need to be. Keep your chin up, and as always, thanks for watching.